Now, in a major blow, the Westville Ratepayers Association has lost its battle with the municipality over tariff increases. The Durban High Court has dismissed its application with costs. And earlier on this year, the WRA declared a dispute with the municipality over what it said was excessive rates increases imposed without consultation. And this was followed by a rates boycott. Asad Gaffar from the Westville Ratepayers Association joins me now to tell us more about this. And Asad, thank you so much for making time for us, and a very warm good morning to you. What does this loss actually mean to you?
Look, it's not a major blow to us. Like you said, we lost the battle, but we certainly haven't lost the war. We have had a look at the judgment. We do believe it wasn't understood properly. We are meeting with our legal team later this afternoon. We're going to have a look at the merits of the judgment, and we will take a decision moving forward.
And perhaps for the purposes of context, what exactly was at the heart of this dispute regarding the exorbitant amounts of, rates that, according to you, were imposed on you?
Look, yeah, it's a whole lot of that. It's firstly, there was no proper public participation. And then obviously it was the exorbitant tariff increases. Then thirdly, it's the wasteful expenditure. Fourthly, there's certainly a lack of services. But it's not just a lack of services in the areas that are what we call formalized. It's also in the informalized areas. In which the municipality is also responsible. So services should be equal in all areas, and the municipality has been failing. I mean, what we can say, and the positives out of our action, is the fact that these previously disadvantaged areas are getting attention, which is what our campaign has done. I mean, like we mentioned previously, there were areas outside of eThekwini which still falls within the ambits of the municipality. These areas didn't have water for more than 3 years. And at least now we can see that the municipality is moving in that direction to actually try and get water in that area. A second area was Mlazi, as an example. This area, there was no refuse removal. We can confirm now in the last 2 weeks, we've seen the municipality confirm that they are now putting back services in terms of collecting waste from that area. So there has been positives. It's not to say that, we are being stonewalled or as such. We knew that the judgment is going to be a difficult judgment. But what we also need to understand is that when we challenge the municipality, we challenge them on the basis of what's within the law. They keep mentioning that our action was illegal per se, etc., etc. We are saying that within the law, what is available to us, we challenge them. We concede that and we respect the rule of law, and whatever the judgment is, we'll respect it. We're not saying that, we are going to now go and burn the city down, etc., etc. We will re-strategize. As the Ratepayers Association, we will still continue to hold the city accountable. That's not going to stop. And as long as the city understands that, and I'm sure they do, because at the end of the day, they keep mentioning they're talking to other ratepayers associations, and only we are the only ratepayers associations that they find it difficult, to communicate with. Of course, they will find it difficult. I mean, services are not hunky-dory.
And it seems like they disagree, though, if I may just interject there, Asad, if you may allow me. It seems that eThekwini municipality disagrees. In a statement released by the Mayor, Mxolisi Kaunda, I just want to quote what he said here and perhaps give me your reaction to this. The statement says the judgment effectively means that residents supporting the rates boycott must, one, pay for their services, including penalties, interest and a reconnection fee. But furthermore, where residents who have been disconnected are found to have illegal connections, that meter will be removed. Further adding on that this is not only a victory for the eThekwini municipality, for other municipalities as well. What's your reaction to this official statement by the eThekwini mayor?
No, look, I mean, what he's saying is 100% correct, and we have no issue with that. We have not, like we said, we've abided by the rule of law. So we haven't gone and tampered with any of our meters. But what we also need to clarify, because I mean, he's saying this, we've seen head of legal services, Mr. Malushi, also mentioned this. That, and even in the judgment, the judge makes reference to this. They are of the opinion that we wanted to withhold our monies and still demand services. That is far from the truth. That was never about the campaign. What we are saying is you are not providing us services, therefore we are in protest. It's two different actions. So it's never that we were getting services and expecting the city to pay for it. That would be wrong. I mean, if we're getting services, why wouldn't we pay for it? I mean, it goes without saying. We want to be responsible, but we want the city to be responsible as well. As much as the laws pertain to us, and we are governed by these laws, the municipality itself is also governed by these laws. They can't expect us to continue paying and not be prepared to give us services. That's ridiculous. And this is where the problem is coming about. In fact, if you look at what's been happening in the past, I mean, we've been putting a lot of pressure. And the wasteful expenditure still continues. I mean, we had to put so much of pressure that some of these, what we call nice to haves have now been cancelled. But if we didn't do this, money would just be flowing out of the city, and we can't carry on like this.
Well, I appreciate you speaking to us about this, Asad, and thank you so much for your time, Asad Gaffar, from the Westville Ratepayers Association, joining me, of course, this morning regarding, the loss at this stage of that ruling after they had taken, of course, their dispute with the eThekwini municipality to court, saying that it's not a war that has been lost. It's just only the battle, but there's a greater war ahead, and they're quite adamant that they want the city, the municipality particularly, to equally be responsible over its duties upon residents.